up and I play Bug and Moss Show. I listen to them talk about whatever and pee-pee and probably poop. You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa, good morning, Bug. Oh, I can't hear you, Bug. I'm not hearing you, Bug. You're here, okay. I see you IRL next to me. But also,
my camera's frozen. I've been trying to figure it out.
Oh, no. Here, let me see your mouse real quick. Good morning. It is
Hello.
7 o'clock on the dot on the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. Today is July 15th, 2026.
It unplugged.
You think it's unplugged? No, it's there. You're there. It just had to be deactivated and reactivated, Bugs.
I turned my monitor off on accident, and so I need to do that part.
Ooh, yeah, you look like you got the sun bearing down on you. Your exposure's all crazy.
We have big light that we use.
Did you know you can die of exposure, apparently?
Yeah.
I read that.
A lot of people die of exposure.
That's crazy. Cameras weren't invented that long ago.
Oh, I see. I see what you're...
It's buck wild, because I hear people on the Oregon Trail dying of exposure, and I guess that's just because the cameras back then were really old. Probably because they used to blow up, right?
Yeah, that's probably what it is, from the flash.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably what it is. Good morning to Coyote Astronaut. Good morning, N Squared. Good morning, Alistair. Good morning, Lamp. And good morning again, Coyote Astronaut. And of course, good morning, Daddy. You're tuning in to the Bug and Moss morning telephone show. N Squared said the Flash killed people on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it's crazy out there.
He was the fastest one to cross it. The fastest one to do it. Yesterday was a wild day, and at the end of it, we went to the post office, and I picked up the nicest care package I've ever received in my life from my friends in Vermont, Alistair, Myra, Tal, and Elias, that contained so many goodies that I want to show you. But I'll post some more pictures in the Discord, but I have to show you a party frog, Bug.
Yeah, you got to see the party frog. They're huge. They're so cool.
I have these two on hand because they're right next to me, but check them out. They're little party frogs, and they are very, very unimpressed looking in a way that I find absolutely delightful.
Look at that. Look at him.
So thank you to all of my friends in Vermont for sending me this wonderful care package full of candy and party frogs and nesting cats and a cool Japanese knife.
A knife, and there's candy for both of us. It's so nice.
And Randall Munroe books, the guy who did XKCD, his books What If, that I have kind of secretly low-key wanted forever. I bought Thing Explainer years ago in a store in Scotland, and it's one of my favorite books. So shout out to Alistair, Elias, Tal, and Myra. Thank you. Y'all are the best.
Yeah, y'all are awesome.
Lamp says Forg is very good. Yeah, these party Forgs are the bomb. I'm obsessed with them already. On the show, for the show, content-wise today, we got some voicemails hanging out inside of the voicemail box. Did I just say content-wise?
Yeah.
Bug,
we got some content for you guys. What's up, streamers? Welcome to the morning. Wake up with us.
If I say content again, I want you to punch me as hard as you can in the mouth.
It is legitimately really hard, though, because content has become disgusting to me in the same way that craveable has when it comes to talking about, like, the way restaurants talk about themselves. Whereas, like, it is a useful word, and it has been destroyed.
Yeah, but it originates in the LinkedIn soup of stinky, gross business talk. You know what I mean? It's like, content is just something you fill a place with, right? It's not art. On today's show for art, we've got voicemails.
Yeah, we've got voicemails. I have to tell you all about a dream I had. Some odd news if we should need it. And then also I have a film buffering.
Hell yeah, another film buffering. That's my favorite thing. I have just got voicemails because I am so sleepy this week.
Can I have one of the frogs?
Yeah, you can absolutely have one of the frogs. Do you want this frog?
Yeah. I love this one.
They're really cute. The one with the tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's implied that you're squeezing him.
Yeah.
And he's like, bleh.
Yeah. They're all super cute. Let's go ahead and start out with a voicemail. Why don't we turn our heads to the phones and look over there? Oh, also, real quick, checking in on chat. A lamp and light bulb are present at the same time.
It's happening.
It's happening for real. Lampion is a lamp and 60 watts light bulb is light bulb. Our Discord, our halogen heroes have assembled and are now conversing here in the chat.
I don't remember a lot about the book Ember, but I remember liking it, and it feels like this happens in it.
You think this is very Ember coded?
Yeah.
Yeah. Digital darling Egg Queen has joined us. Hello, Egg Queen. Let's get going. Here's the phones. Here's a voicemail. 848-667-7284. 848 Mossbug is the number to call. This is a voicemail from a number I've never seen before.
Ooh.
Hi, Bug and Moss. Jellybean's uncle-in-law here. You were recently discussing favorite non-band quote-unquote composers or musicians. I'm a big fan of Darren Korb's work with the Supergiant Games studio. Especially Hades 2.
Hades, yes.
Hades 2 is the reimagining of Zola and the Sirens as a rock band with some excellent tracks. So check them out. Bye.
Hell yeah. That was from last week, I think, when we were talking about video game composers and other composers that aren't like bands. I have not played Hades. I have heard some of the music from it because that's one of those soundtracks that's so good that people recommend you just songs from it to listen to.
Yeah.
Which is super cool. Unfortunately, though, because I haven't played it, I don't have too much else to say about it. But thank you for the voicemail, Jellybean's uncle-in-law. I don't know who Jellybean's uncle-in-law is. I literally have no clue who you are. But thank you for the voicemail. Thank you for the voicemail, mysterious stranger. And Squared says it's cool he's also the VO for Zagreus, too. That's fun. Darren Korb, the person who did the music, is also the VO.
That's cool. Yes,
Super
both
cool.
of us have very little to contribute, but I have even heard of Hades, knowing not very much about games and not really being in that space. I am pretty into Greek mythology, so it has appealed to me from that perspective.
Is Zagreus a real Greek mythology
I don't know.
myth? You don't know? You never heard of Zagreus?
No.
Oh.
It could be. The name sounds like it could be.
I don't know jack diddly squat about Roman or Greek gods. I don't know anything about any
We are
of that.
going to read, I think, our next bedtime book, once we finish Aberrat, I'm going to just read you the Percy Jackson books.
Okay.
Because it's a shame you didn't encounter them when you were in middle school.
Isn't Percy Jackson the guy that wrote Aragon?
No, Percy Jackson is a character in a book written by Rick Riordan.
Oh.
We do
okay.
this every time.
So wait, so who wrote Aragon?
Christopher Paolini.
Who is 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's a
Thank you.
grown-up now.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So what's his name? Ed Zimmer? Fucking already forgot. You literally the name we just said.
We just said several
Percy
names.
Jackson? Percy Jackson.
Is a character.
I thought Percy Jackson was the lead in Aragon or the writer of How to Train Your Dragon.
I got to tell you something crazy. The lead in Aragon is Aragon.
Aragon's a dragon.
Aragon is a boy. The dragon is Saphira.
Fuck. And then who's in How to Train Your Dragon?
Hiccup.
No.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean? No. Who's in How to Train? Like, who's the director?
Hiccup is the boy.
Who directed the movie?
I don't know.
I thought it was Peter Jackson or Percy Jackson. Oh, I just realized where that confusion comes from.
Yeah?
Yeah, because Peter Jackson's the director.
That's true.
He directed like Lord of the Rings, I think.
I mean, Christopher Columbus is a director too, but you don't get him confused with the fucking racist piece of shit what colonized this place.
No, because I never think about him because he didn't do anything, and I don't know why we have a holiday for him.
The director? Do you think the holiday's for the director or the guy who did the bad stuff?
The guy who did the bad, he didn't fucking do anything. That would be like if I went to Vermont and I was like, I'm so happy to be in the Big Apple, and everyone's like, you're in Vermont, and I was like, I love New York.
It's not even named
gives a
after
shit?
him. It's named after Amerigo Vespucci. It's so embarrassing to beat Christopher Columbus. What a fucking loser, not the director.
Yeah. Anyway, so Leonard says Christopher Columbus directed the first Percy Jackson movie.
Oh, well, there we go. Now we've come full circle.
I don't know if that's true or not because
Well,
these words have become meaningless.
Christopher Columbus directed the first Harry Potter movie, so it would make sense.
A lamp says Peter Johnson. Lightbulb says depends if we're talking movies or books for How to Train Your Dragon. They are very different.
Oh, I have not read the books.
I haven't either. I don't know anything about them. And Squared wants to know if you've seen Hades Town.
I haven't, but I have heard some of the music from it, and I'm
Same.
very interested in it.
Same there. In that, yeah, I've heard the music from it. I've listened to the music from it a bunch, actually. It's really good.
Yeah.
I was in a production of Eurydice, which is adjacent.
It is.
A little bit.
Adjacent, not adjacent. Jason is a character in Greek mythology.
No, there's no Jason.
Yes, there is.
What do you mean?
Yes, there is.
Oh, Hieronychus and Bulmonius and Jason and Smogomoth and Hercules and Hermes.
Do you think Smig Smolamoth belongs there?
I don't know. I couldn't remember any characters from the... I don't know them, Bug.
Jason and the Argonauts. It's like,
That's a
Josie
band.
and the
That's like a
Pussycats.
math rock band, right?
No.
What do you
They
mean-
should be.
What do you mean Jason and the Argonauts is a fucking Greek mythology thing? That's absolutely just a band.
Did
from
60
20
Watt, Lightbulb and I think, said Jason and the Argonauts like at the same time.
Okay. This is baffling to me. Coyote Astronaut says, can the director have the holiday? Christopher Columbus? Yeah, absolutely. Nobody gives a shit about the old guy. Lamp says, that one is a Percy Jackson reference you haven't read yet. Lightbulb says, the books are great but completely different. And Square says they're showing the new one at my theater this month. I just got tickets. I'm pretty sure Jason and the Argonauts is just like a band from 2010.
Hey,
What are we looking at
This is
here?
a picture from the 1963 film Jason and the Argonauts, and it should be a react. Can you describe to everyone what you're seeing?
I'm seeing a big guy that kind of looks like the Burger King's dad pushing two rocks apart so that a boat can sail through it. It looks religious. It's serving Christian
You
film.
know mythology is religion, right?
Yeah, but it's serving like modern Christian film.
I kind of get what you're saying, but I think a lot of movies just serve modern Christian film when they're old because Christian movies are like bad.
Just because a movie came out in the 60s doesn't mean that's real Greek mythology, Bug. The Greeks were way before that, or like the Greek and Roman Empire. or
I'm
whatever.
not showing you this as proof. I thought it was a funny picture.
Yeah, okay. The picture, Lamp says, can we get the image in the Discord?
Yeah.
I can probably pull it up to show on the screen, too. I am really baffled by this. What do you mean there was a guy named Jason? That's fucking strange.
Jason is like a thing. Yeah, that's where it comes. I mean, it's like how Jessica is from the Old Testament.
Jessica's not from the Old Testament?
Yes, it is. Jessica is a Hebrew name.
I feel like I woke up in a different reality. Everyone's names back in the day were like Smilicus and Strongo and
Smilicus is really good. You sound like you're doing Greek mythology and Homestar Runner right now.
Yeah, well,
Smilicus and Strongo.
Strongo's a weak one, but like Hercules, Hermes, all that shit. That's what people's names were.
I also think it's Heracles.
And Square says the name Jason comes from the calendar, obviously. January, August, September, October, November.
Jason.
No, I didn't mean to start with January. 60 watts Lightbulb says, I mean, John is in the Bible. Yeah, John's in the Bible. John's not Jason, though. That'd be like...
John's not Jason sounds like the next John Green book.
To me, this sounds like my favorite Bible character is Braxton or Peyton or Riley. You know
God,
what I mean?
so they have all these Bibles that are like Bibles for teens, Bibles for girls, Bibles for weebs. And I feel like that would be one of them. It's like Bibles for like Gen Alpha or whatever. And it's like Braxton and calligraphy. Like,
Yeah. Jesus was just God maxing, and then he got cross-mogged by the Roman soldiers.
And they do have Bibles that literally sound like that.
I don't even want to think about it.
Also, 60 Watt Lightbulb said Heracles is the Greek and Hercules is the Roman. And due to nothing and no allegiance that I really have, I'm like anti-Roman. So like in my brain, I'm like, well, I like the Greek ones.
Why?
Well, it is because the Romans stole it from the Greeks and like conquered everybody.
Yeah,
but,
that's right? I don't fucking know anything about this.
I mean, I don't have beef really with the Romans, but I'm like, I choose to side with the Greeks.
They were the
I guess.
OGs. I remember vaguely something about like the Roman Empire took over or whatever, and they were like, okay, well, everyone believes in these gods, but we need them to be like Roman people, so we're going to make our own sort of version
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
like Aphrodite and Venus. And then why is that the only one I'm remembering?
Aphrodite and Venus, Mercury,
Juno
Earth,
and Hera. Is that
Mars.
right? Or is it Juno and Zeus? I don't
Jupiter.
remember.
Yeah. Pluto, man.
Roman verse. Yeah, Pluto's right.
Calcium. Yeah.
God names.
Americium.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, Zeus is Jupiter. Allow cookies or whatever. Hera is Juno. Poseidon or Neptune.
Mars and
Ares or
Ares.
Mars. Yeah.
Says Leonard.
Athena, Minerva.
60 Watts Lightbulb is out here being a full-on Wikipedia. Poseidon and Neptune, Uranus and Uranus, Jupiter and Zeus.
No,
Pluto and
Uranus.
Hades.
Apollo apparently is the same in both, which is a fucking vibe.
I do want to highlight, and I'm going to pin this message in the Twitch chat where 60 Watt Lightbulb said calligraphy, but spelled
That
it.
is exactly how I was spelling it in my head.
Spelled it with Calligra, Phleigh at the end, which is hilarious.
Calligraphly.
I don't know why none of the Greek and Roman stuff sticks in my head. I have like Teflon brain for this part of history.
That's okay. We all have that for some stuff. I just encountered a lot. It was very big when we were kids to have like kids' stories that were grounded in mythology. I honestly think a large reason that mythology has appealed to me is because I grew up in the Bible Belt and I felt very disconnected from people's relationship with Christianity. And I felt very grounded and normal about talking about religion as myth. Like that was very comforting to me. And this was a safe way to do that in the place that I was that wasn't like disrespectful to anyone and didn't like create any weird situations with me and grownups, because I did have weird situations with grownups as like a secular kid. I distinctly remember talking to an adult once who was probably fucking 12, remembering back when I was in daycare, and telling her that she was like, well, maybe you should pray to God. And I remember being like, who's that? And I think she almost had a heart attack. It was one of the craziest things I had ever seen. This woman like she needed like the vapors. She was unwell.
That's hilarious. That is so
She
funny.
thought I was like fucking the Antichrist.
Lightbulb says, I was obsessed with the planets as a kid and then Greek mythology in middle school, so I know a lot of the connections, Artemis and Diana. And Squared says, real. Leonard says, I'm primed for a full dive into the world of the old Greek gods. Gonna
Hell
revive
yeah.
the mystery cult. Coyote Astronaut said, I'm a Gallo-Roman polytheist, so y'all are in my happy
Hell
zone.
yeah, dude.
I'm sorry that I don't know fucking anything. N Squared says, you can look at talk about Greek gods with flaws and stuff versus modern religion.
Yeah, it's
That's
a vibe.
true. They were a lot more human than.
And also, like, the thing about them that is cool, too, is that there's, like, I don't know, it feels more, I don't know, I mean, none of us were there, but it feels more of, like, much more of a cultural thing than a strictly religious thing, which, like, that is the way that some cultures have experienced Christianity historically and that some places feel about it. It just feels very foreign living in this kind of Christian nationalist era of the United States and the United States' overall relationship with Christianity, because it's different here.
Yeah, a bunch of puritanical freaks fled to a different place to be like, oh, they're persecuting us because we're super weird. Yeah, anyway. 60 Watts Lightbulb says, Hephaestus and Vulcan, both banger names. Lamp says, yes, Bulb. And Squared said, oh, Daddy didn't like that. Daddy replied to Coyote Astronaut, sorry, he said, you want to talk about flaws and Greek gods?
Smokes.
Get out of here, kid. This is a whole lot more than some Greek mythos.
Daddy is fucking play acting as like goddamn Dionysus right now. Daddy thinks he's so fucking cool.
Yeah, for real. And a lamp says, I am persecuting the normies. Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh boy. I want to talk about something that I can talk about even more, where like I might know a little bit about something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So you know what that means, Bug?
I know what that means.
Has Moss ever seen any movie? I don't think so. It's time for film buffering.
Everybody, start your engines and get ready to guess movies. Today, we are doing another film buffering, which is the game where I give Mason a bunch of clues and he tries to guess what movie I'm talking about. It might be a movie he's seen. It might be a movie that I'm just pretty sure he's heard of. It's hard to know. He's seen about 5 movies and heard of probably about 50. And
just dancing,
if
bud.
you're only listening, he's dancing and it's very cute.
What do you want?
All right, you ready for your clues?
6 points. Here we
6
go.
points.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points on the board.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, what's 11? What's 11 in Spanish? Say 11 right now, Bug. Say 11 in Spanish right now. Or else I get an extra
feel
point.
Is it unce, doce? It's unce? Is that right?
I have no idea.
I'm also certainly not unce.
I took 4 years of French. All right, Bug. What's our clue?
All right, clue number 1. An overzealous police officer is reprimanded after using unnecessary force. When a deadly criminal comes to town, the officer is forced to partner with a special investigator and fixer hired by the mayor. The two initially butt heads, but ultimately, they have the same goal of keeping their city safe.
Spider-Man.
No, great guess though.
Oh, but I know there's a guy who's like, get me pictures of Spider-Man. And they're
And that's
like,
what you got from that?
we want it to be safe. Well, my first thought was Powerpuff Girls. But
Okay, that's also great.
That's just because you said mayor. Did you know that Tom Kenny, SpongeBob voice actor Tom Kenny, is the mayor and also the announcer and also the dad and also a bunch of characters on that show?
I would not be surprised if he was every Powerpuff Girl. That man is out of control.
Yeah, somebody stop Tom Kenny. Just kidding, don't. He's a national treasure.
My favorite Tom Kenny lore is that he's in Sky High briefly in his real person self.
Oh, that's right.
He and the woman who almost get crushed by the school when it falls out of the sky.
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
I remember spotting him because I was like, oh shit, I know him.
You're like, that's just, why do I know him?
Why is Patchy the Pirate here?
It's such a good physical performance too.
I have no idea, Bug. I have no idea.
You want to get your next clue?
Yeah, Coyote Astronaut says Paw Patrol.
Hell yeah, it is. Let's talk about propaganda in kids' television.
Yeah, for real.
Clue number 2. The duo conduct their investigation while under pressure from the mayor to keep things on the DL. The officer is already on thin ice for his impulsive actions, and the mayor is up for re-election. The duo follow the trail of an informant, which leads them to a nightclub where the killer is hiding out.
I am again, and this happens a lot. I'm getting animated vibes.
Okay.
I'm getting animated vibes. I'm getting like, it's not Aristocats. It's never Aristocats. I just can't remember the plot of that movie, and I only barely remember the songs, and so my brain just wants to like fold it into whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Cop in a nightclub and a mayor and some conflict and some sort of undercover stuff. I have genuinely no idea, Bug. I don't know if anyone in chat has got this.
I don't know if they do
60
either.
Watts Lightbulb says, I don't know if I've seen this movie. Lamp says, where's your cat, guys? Good question. One of them's right there. They're being okay today. Coyote Astronaut says, the Hoboken chicken emergency.
That's good. That's a good guess.
Is the HCE?
HCE.
All right, Bug.
You ready for your next
Yeah,
clue?
keep me going. I got nothing.
Clue number 3. When they reach the club, the officer goes undercover in order to infiltrate, while the investigator is keeping watch outside. The officer is able to overhear the killer's plans and is horrified to learn that they're even worse than he thought. What the killer has planned would destroy the entire city.
Oh, is it? This is absolutely like The Thief and the Cobbler. It's not, though. It's in the back of my head. I know this. The person goes in. It's a comedy, though. This is a comedy movie. This is a funny movie. Yeah?
You asking me that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny movie.
Yeah, it's a funny movie. This is a comedy. I'm feeling the particles getting closer. Like if the way this works is that in my head it's a vapor, right, of movie particles that slowly condense onto the cold smooth pipe of my brain, and then I will drip a single movie that is the right
In your
answer.
brain, everything's a vapor. What's your vape called?
V-Riz?
Yeah, that's right.
The vape that I bought, because I've been trying to quit forever, is called V-Riz. I don't want to talk about it. What's my next clue?
Clue number 4.
Hey, I'll tell you about the vape later. Clue number 4.
The officer's cover is blown, and the other investigator is forced to step in and rescue his partner. However, their fight with the killer and his gang results in the entire club being destroyed.
Men in Black.
No, causing a huge scene, good guess, and presumably eradicating the killer. The officer is dismissed from the police force, and the special investigator is asked to leave the city. Unbeknownst to both of them, the killer has survived.
Iron Giant.
No. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if anyone's going to get this.
This is a really hard one, Bug. I really feel like Men in Black was... Oh, unless it's not Osmosis Jones.
It is. It's Osmosis Jones.
No way. I got it with 1 point to spare.
Yeah, you get you have 2 points.
That's awesome.
You got 2 points.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey.
I also don't think anyone else got it.
That's crazy. Did anyone else have Osmosis Jones in the chamber during that? Did y'all get this? Wow.
That was huge, babe. I'm so proud of you.
Leonard got it. Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Leonard N Squared says LMFAO, it's finally Osmosis Jones.
Finally Osmosis Jones.
Lamp says, I've never seen it. I Am Baby. It's not worth seeing.
It's not good. It's pretty weird.
Our digital darling Egg Queen says, oh my God, I had no idea. Coyote Astronaut didn't have it. Oh my God, it's Osmosis Jones. That movie was a lot of fun when I was like a kid, when it was just spectacle, and then I rewatched it and it's got weird vibes and a really fucked up song by Kid Rock.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of, I think, wrote that anyway, but...
it's horrible.
Yeah, Kid Rock sings a cool song about underage girls.
The words he rhymes the word statutory, and that should be all you need to know.
He does.
Yeah. It's not good.
I loved it as a kid too. The problem is that it was made by the same guys who did like There's Something About Mary, which is also a movie I loved as a kid, but it's really just like a lot of gross out humor. And when you're watching it, you find yourself wondering, who is this for? Because the humor is like too adult and too childish at the same time. Like, it's really confusing.
It really, when you're like a kid and you're not thinking about narrative depth and you're just in it for the moment-to-moment music and action and animation and stuff, it has a lot of really good animation.
Yeah, the animation's cool.
Funny little goofs and bits, but it really overall is nothing. It's absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I liked it a lot when I was a kid and then watched it again. I was like, oh, that sucks. Alistair says, I did not have it. I think I only saw that movie once ages ago. Yeah, definitely not worth a rewatch.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if you want to watch it for like how weird it is, it could be worth a rewatch, but go into it knowing that it really is kind of a cultural moment.
You should rewatch because it's what your brain is actually craving is the Magic School Bus, the episode where they go inside the body.
Yeah.
That's because at least for me, I think I fused those two things in my brain.
And also, I would highly recommend watching The Magic School Bus and Who Framed Roger Rabbit if you want to scratch that itch. Because Osmosis Jones is also a real people animated movie.
Osmosis Jones is a what?
There's real people in it, and it's animated.
There's not real people in it.
Yes, there is. Bill Murray is the star of the movie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I just forgot about that. Roger Rabbit was also very fun.
Yeah.
Wow, what a good film buffering, Bug. I feel so proud that I got that.
You should. I'm so proud
That's
of
crazy.
you.
That's crazy.
That is so great. Look at him go.
And Square said LMFAO, that's the one episode that's stuck in my head, too, from Magic School Bus. It's a good one. It's like one of the best. It made the title sequence. And Elle says, yes, Moss. Thanks, Elle.
Yeah, Moss going to be walking the walk all day. Somebody's going to have a little pep in their step.
Yeah, I have a little sparkle in my farkle.
Yeah, I love that sparkle in the farkle.
Yeah, man. Hey, what do you say? What, Bug?
Nothing.
You took a breath and turned.
Well?
You look like you were about to speak.
Well, then you started.
Oh, yeah, but I want you to start.
Well, I was going to turn and maybe direct us towards our community partners. I don't have that, though.
Oh, it's in the Discord.
Well.
It is, yeah, it's close enough. Ring, ring, ring. It's the bottom of the hour as we sweep, the clock hand sweeps by and clicks the bell and ding dong, it's time for community sponsors. Our show is made possible by friends, neighbors, statesmen, countrymen, fiends, fools, monsters that support us on patreon.com/Bug and Moss. We just got a new supporter on Patreon also, by the way, so I want to shout out to Maggie. Shout out to Quintastic, who jumped in and joined us at the critter level. Thank you, Maggie. It makes a big difference, helps us out in a big way. Lamp, you gotta go, and I'm guessing you gotta go to sleep. So you have a good rest of your day.
Have good sleeps.
And again, thank you, Maggie, for joining up. If you want to join up, go to patreon.com/BUGANDMOSS. That's BUGANDMOSS. That's the place where you go to give money to this show. And there's also different levels you can support us at. If you support us at $24.99 a month, you can get a community partner status where you get ad reads during the show at least once a week, if not more, because we're a little bit disorganized.
Yeah.
But our show is sponsored by none other than Eva Mae Morin and French Alexander. Eva Mae Morin writes kissing books. Her debut book is called Check You Out, and it comes on August 25th. Of this year, so that is coming out very soon. It's available for pre-order from Amazon and from her website, evamaemorin.com. And French Alexander is an artist and musician whose whimsy knows no bounds. He streams live music and art making on Twitch at twitch.tv/French Alexander every Thursday at 7 p.m. You can find out more at FrenchAlexander.com. Alex has been doing some really cool art and graphic stuff lately.
Very cool.
Yeah, video distortion stuff like taking...
You like to stare at a screen and go, what? And just get stuck in it? Go check out Alex's stuff.
You got a living room TV that's high up and you want to like put something on and just like watch a spectacle and listen to some cool shit as Alex tinkers with knobs and buttons and makes the screen go crazy. It's really fun. So go subscribe to Alex at twitch.tv/French Alexander. Very, very good. And make sure you pre-order Check You Out at evamaemorin.com. EVAMAYMORIN. Boom.
Yeah.
On August 25th. Hey, that's also Leonard's birthday, apparently. So
huge.
Happy birthday, Leonard.
Read Eva Mae Morin's book for Leonard's birthday.
Eva wrote you a book. Yeah, everyone's got to read it for Leonard's birthday. Also, Lamp said, oh, it's not that I need to get to sleep. I just hate the people that pay you money. That's very good. Nice. Coyote Astronaut sent a frog with burning hands emoji.
Coolest emoji I've ever seen.
I don't know how you did that, but I'm kind of obsessed with that. I want to get that as a tramp stamp.
Yeah, I feel that strongly.
It's a frog head and it's casting spells on either side of its head.
It's very good.
I want that above my butt forever.
I'd like to transition into telling you guys about a dream I had.
Ooh, a dream that you had.
Here's Bug's big idea of the day.
Brain bloom! You mean brain blast? Right.
I don't know how much of this dream I'm going to be able to remember. I actually meant to talk about it yesterday because yesterday is the day after the day I woke up after having it. But I was having this dream, and it was me and Moss. You were there.
Oh.
And Jordan was there. And we were all... I'm unclear. We were like trying to survive some kind of situation we had gotten ourselves into where we were like trapped. And we like arrived. I imagine it was like some kind of, imagine it's like a residency or something and you arrive and the lodging is just bad. You're like, oh fuck, this is not safe. And we like don't have any money and we have to figure it out. Anyway, the part of the dream that was very striking to me is I just look over at both of you and I'm like, there's only one thing we can do. Obviously, Jordan has to play saxophone on the street to make us money. He
does have a PhD in saxophone.
I know. In my dream, here's what had to be true and all was true in that moment. We'd flown to this place. Jordan had brought his saxophone.
Of course he did. Why would Jordan go anywhere without his saxophone?
Right. And in my dream, I knew that. I was like, oh, obviously Jordan has his saxophone.
For those of you who don't know, Jordan Reed has a doctorate in saxophone, and he's a real person. And he's a real one. He's a great friend.
And he would be a great friend in this moment where he has to play saxophone in order to save our lives. And in my dream, after I suggest it, he was like, I thought you'd never ask. Like, he was so fucking excited. He was like, I've been waiting. I obviously have it with me. He like pulled it out and he was like, this is like, I cannot over exaggerate the passion and excitement at busking on the street with his saxophone.
That's amazing.
And then I woke up.
Feels true to life also.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I'll message Jordan today and I'll ask him what he would think about doing that. N Squared said, Jordan Reed, saxologist, that's nominative determinism.
Yeah, it is.
Nominative determinism is crazy because when you think about it, how many Masons have you met? And are they all kind of a little bit like me? Because that's kind of the experience that I've had.
There have been some really interesting studies that I don't know how this translates out of English, although I think it does work in other cultures as well, where when you show people pictures, they kind of know what that person will be named.
Yeah, there was a study that showed like weak correlations between very common names and like pictures that were made out of aggregate like different features and stuff like that.
It's really interesting.
It wasn't anything conclusive.
It was just a vibe.
But you know, it's just interesting. I'm trying to think of other names where I've met like multiple people of the same name.
Have you ever met someone where you were like, I don't like that name for you?
Yeah, I've met people where I've been like, your name doesn't fit you.
Yeah. And usually they don't use it, I feel like, when you encounter that.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you have any stories like that? 848 Mossbug. I'm not ready to talk about this. I want to come up with some examples. But 848 Mossbug, let's talk nominative determinism this week.
Hell yeah.
Have you met like names? Do you have ideas of names and then archetypes or characteristics or personality traits that match? Every Mason I've met is always trying to be funny.
Yeah.
And it's infuriating.
I'd also be really interested where if you've changed your name or if like, you know, a lot of people who have changed their names, what has that process felt like? Like choosing a name or helping someone choose a name or like trialing different names.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk names. 848-667-7284. This is your call to action for, I don't know, the next couple of days till we get bored. Ring us up. Leonard says, I haven't met any other Leonards beside my dad, and we are very similar. Yeah.
That's great.
That is true. Coyote Ashna says, the other Mason I know is into rock climbing as a hobby and has a corgi. He is also funny.
That makes sense.
That does kind of feel like Mason behavior.
Mason's pretty interested in rock climbing.
I've met a couple Brooks. And you're the coolest. I've met you. There was a girl I went to school with named Brooke, I think.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know, you know.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't heard from any Brooks. I don't know if you've noticed. I put out a call for all Brooks. Super interested. If you're a Brook and you listen to the show, I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, maybe it sounds a little bit aggressive. Maybe it is. And if you can't take it, then change your name. Like, I'm curious. I have not met very many Brooks. I don't think it's a really common name, despite the fact that it sounds like one.
It does.
It sounds like the name of somebody in the Babysitters Club.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
I want to do that thing so I once befriended the only other Mason Amadeus I found on Facebook, who is, I think, this guy in West Virginia. And I just sent him a DM and I was like, hey, we both have Mason Amadeus. We have to be friends on Facebook. And he was like, bet. And then we had like a very brief conversation. And then like 2 years later was just like, hey, how you doing? Oh, good. How are you? Good. I want to do that thing. You've seen the meme where the person like added every Steve to a Facebook group or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's so beautiful.
I want to do that. I want to do a party where we have factions like that, where you have clumps of people that are the same name. And the goal is to invite as many people with the same name as possible. So then it's a contest and then we see which faction is the largest. I feel like it would be Mark.
It's going to be Michael.
You think it's Michael? I've met like 100 Marks.
There's no way that Mark is coming near Michael. I've dated 2 people named Mike. One of them actually named Mike. The other one named Michael. And Mike's counting Michael. And even if you're not like actually named Michael, you know that. You know that Mikes and Michaels both count in the same one. But yeah, I think Michael is the most prevalent name. I have met one out of 3 people I have met is named Michael.
I need to talk to that. Let's call you Mike. Hey, Mike, I need to tell you about that because that's true. That is so true. In fact, that a Japanese punk band named P-Lander Z.
I know this song.
Made a song called So Many Mike that is a parody of this very idea that I'll share with you. Mike. Mike.
Yeah.
So many
This is a beautiful song.
And the camera's just panning around and whipping to a bunch of different people and just saying that they're all named Mike. But yeah, it is definitely like a thing that there's a lot of Mikes here.
Yeah.
60 Watts Light Bulb says, I've met one Brooke. It was his kids, though.
I think a lot of us don't survive.
Leonard believes that the name Leonard leads one to rock and roll, which feels about right. I can't think of any, either rock and roll or politics, I would imagine.
Leonard is a music name in general, I think.
Leonard is a music name. Well, Leonard is like a...
It's heady.
Pipe smoking, study having name, you know?
Yeah.
And that can look like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
N Squared says, I'm like the only one in the world with my name. It's a lonely life. I just pictured N Squared's birth certificate and it says N squared __.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome. 60 Watts Light Bulb said, dude, I've been in an environment where there were at least 5 Johns in my day-to-day life. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I've only met like a handful of Johns.
Yeah, I haven't met very many Johns.
Yeah. Egg Queen, our digital darling, says Tyler is going to be a runner-up.
Tyler is a very, I think, so Tyler has an interesting quality as well, which I think Tyler is a name that people choose a lot, especially when they are transitioning. I've met a lot of people who picked their name and they're like, I'm Tyler now.
I think Tyler is a job.
Is it?
I think. Because
like Tyler?
No, with a Y. Because I was in, I'm, I guess, technically a Freemason. I went through that whole thing because I thought it was going to be cool. It turns out it's really...
And your grandpa wanted you to do it.
Yeah, but it's really, really just sitting around with a bunch of old right-wing men who want to talk to you about the things they believe in. And it's just nothing. But there's a role of the Tyler who stands outside the door, and I don't remember what that is.
Oh, I'll figure it out.
It may well be someone who lays tiles, but I don't think it's spelled Tiler. I'm not sure. Cody Astronaut says, Mike, what a beautiful name for a baby girl.
Beautiful, beautiful
Cody
name.
Astronaut also says Leonard Bernstein, which, yes, absolutely. The composer for West Side Story and other things. Spy Hunter theme, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 60 Watts Light Bulb says, I mean Taylor. 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 This might well be the same thing. It is someone that lays tiles. Cody Astronaut says, I got my not wallet name into main circulation at my previous job because there were several of us with similar names and it was untenable over the radio.
That's great.
I worked at a grocery store for a period of time. I'll just name it because I actually want to talk about it. I worked at Market Basket for a while up in New England, which is the best grocery store chain ever. And if you remember back in the day, back in the 2010s, they had a strike because it's a big family-owned business, the Demoulas family. And there's been like this family feud going on. The company's been owned and operated by Arthur T. Demoulas, who ensured that all the employees got profit sharing. If you were full-time, you had profit sharing. Everyone had vacation. Every full-timer got multiple bonuses a year, unless there were extenuating circumstances. And also, like, just super duper helpful. This guy, the CEO, knew like every employee's name. Like, he would just show up after you'd like meet him on one visit and you'd be like, oh shit, that's like the CEO, and he'd be super cool. And then next time he'd swing by and he'd remember your name. Like, he gave a shit. Like one of these dudes that gave a shit. Like, he started a grocery store back in the day, gave a shit. His family members, however, ousted him from the board because they said that he was not making them enough money, basically. He wasn't being greedy enough. They did a 4% off sale for a year where they took 4% off the price of everything you bought in the store, which was super cool.
Yeah.
And in fact, it was their profit margin because they operate as a real estate company. They buy and build plazas. So really the main source of income is that kind of stuff. And the groceries are not a loss leader, but close. So basically they were like, you violated the fiduciary duty by doing this sale. Everyone loved it. We got so much fucking business for that entire year. The grocery store that's 4% off, it was awesome. But anyway, they ousted him. Everyone went on strike. He came back like it worked. The striking worked. And then he got kicked out recently.
Yeah, it's all happening all over again. And
It is.
It's fascinating.
And I think, unfortunately, this time it's going to stick. I'm not hearing about strikes. And also, I think they did it a different way. But basically, his brother forced him out of the company.
And the thing is, no company should be rallied around a single person. This is a thing that's really important to think about when you think of the longevity of any sort of ideology that you have.
But what's tough about that, though, is that now, you know what's going to happen, though, is that I think it's going to go traded, like this is going to go public, and they're going to have shareholders, and they're going to drive it into the ground, and the search
100%.
of permanent line go up. When it is held onto by like one person or a small group of people that don't do that, you can control that.
But what I am saying is single people, like, die.
Yeah.
They change.
Yeah.
They move on. What I'm saying is that the reason no company should be held on by a single person is that if you are the single person desperately trying to hold on to something, and I don't know if this was possible, it might have just been he had to hold on as long as he could because his family also had stakes in this. But like, when I see that, I think a lot about this in regards to like Steam as well, right? Like there's this one person who you're hoping it stays cool.
Gabe Newell.
It's better to make sure that this can stay tenable in perpetuity outside of you.
Yeah, I don't have faith that is possible in our current system, because of all the examples we have of it not being possible. But I'm really sad. I got way too deep into that. All I wanted to say was that I'm sad that I think New England is about to lose an absolute institution of Market Basket.
And I think it will really impact New England as well because despite what people think, it's not very fancy up there in New Hampshire. And Market Basket makes it possible for people to afford groceries. I think having shopped there and seen how much inflation hadn't impacted it in the way that it had other grocery stores, I was floored to see such an affordable grocery store in rural communities specifically, which is very, very hard to find.
It ripped.
And I think people will be, I don't know how because it should be obvious, but I think they will be amazed at what an impact this has on the local economy and people's ability to feed their families.
I forgot because I went on a tirade because this is like a cause that is important to me. But the reason I said anything about that is because there was like 50 fucking mics there.
Yeah, and I actually have something more to say about that. I'm on the Wikipedia page for the Market Basket protests, and I would like to point out that Market Basket was founded, obviously this is a Greek family, in 1954 by brothers Telemachus, Mike Demoulas.
Yeah, Telemachus Demoulas. And, what's the other guy's name?
George.
Yeah, George and Telemachus. Yeah, those are the original founders back in the day. I did not know Telemachus went by Mike, but that's funny.
Yes, Telemachus Mike is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, and then their kids are Arthur T. and Arthur S. Demoulas. I think it's Arthur Telemachus. I think the T is short for that, yeah. Anyway, none of y'all give a shit about Market Basket, I'm sure. But anyway, it is it's something I give a shit about. So, and this is my show. So even if you hated that, too bad.
Yeah, just kind of like our deal.
Matt Bliss says, I think Matthew is giving extremely standard, but also quiet, chaotic good.
Yeah.
I would say that Matthew has a reservedness to it. Matt does not always. But anyone who goes by Matthew
I will say I don't like a Matthew. I like a Matt. I think Matt has better energy. I have a cousin named Matt. Matt, I love you, but going by Matthew gives me the ick. I do not like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Leonard says Market Basket is unquestionably the best choice money-wise for a place to shop.
Also, Bug Fan Club, calm down.
Bug Fan Club in chat has
Matthew's
said...
name is Matthew, which is different.
Yeah.
Matthew...
So in chat, Bug Fan Club has said, wow, in all caps.
And she's proved it. She's proved it in her own spelling. Matthew is Mathieu, which is entirely different than Matthew with like a W at the end, which sounds just like weird to me. I don't like it.
Okay.
You know how, and spelling matters because you feel different about a Sean and a Sean whether or not there's a W in it. If there's a W, it feels different. Like SHAWN.
Oh, yeah. Same. So also different as SHAUN or
Yeah. It feels different. It has a different energy. Yeah,
was he beating up Chester? One of the cats came in here, and now a cat has hit my feet. So I think Chester ran from Cinders. Chester is down here. I'm petting him with my socks.
Chester is snuggling up to Daddy.
Okay, well, it's probably the safest place for him to go. I am thrown off by the fact that Twitch has decided to make everybody's names red. Bug Fan Club says, okay, we're good. Matt Bliss says, fun fact, we're all cool Matts. German, Irish, French. Matt says, strong pretension in Matthew, though. That's fair.
It just sounds like you're about to read me a Bible verse, right? Like, it does have the energy.
You think? Huh.
Yeah.
60 Watts Lightbulb says, one time I was in a group with a Sean, SHAWN, and a Sean, SEAN, at the same time. That's rough. I would call one of them HW, like the Bushes.
Yeah.
That one can be Sean HW, and the other one can just be Sean.
It's weird. Every time I say Sean, it is confusing to me because based on what I'm reading, it feels like it's gonna sound different.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Seamus is another one.
Yeah.
SEA. But that has an H, but Sean doesn't. No, but it does. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to. I'm done.
We're over it. We can't do it anymore.
Delicioso. I'm full. Let's do a different topic.
Hey, I'd like to cast Mason in a live action Dora the Explorer, please.
Okay.
I think he'd do a really good job.
So, I took French. I took French in high school. I should have taken Spanish. I'm bad at learning languages anyway. I'm dog shit at French.
Yeah.
But Tucker and I were talking semi-recently that we thought, we don't know, you know the Dora the Explorer song? We did it. We did it. We were both like, what is Noisimo? What is Noisimo? Because Noisimo, we did it.
Yeah.
And we've just both assumed forever that was like one word. I think it's Lohisimo.
Lohisimo?
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
No.
Me neither.
Also, everyone in the chat thinks you would hard play Swiper, and I agree.
Well, yeah, I guess I could do Swiper. That would be the most fun.
But it would be so funny to see Dora with a mustache vaping. Like, I imagine Mason in the little outfit, and he's just like, come on, vamonos. Let's go.
Everybody, let's go. Lohisimo is, we did it. We carried it out.
Lohisimo, HICIMOS?
Yeah.
Lohisimo.
It's not Nawisimo, which is what Tucker and I thought it was for years.
Nawisimo.
Yeah. And I was like, that's got to be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll do Swiper. You can be Map.
I'll be Boots.
Yeah, I guess you would be Boots, huh?
You could also do Boots.
Yeah, I could do Boots, but only in the have you seen Dora the Explorer as a grown-up? But she's like...
It's the best.
She's like 30 or something, and Boots is like a stoner who lives in her house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny. We should throw that in the show notes if you haven't seen it. Stoner Dora or whatever.
Yeah, it's very funny. The art is kind of crazy.
Oh, the wind kind of dropped out from beneath my wings, Bug. I got really tired about 4 minutes ago.
Well, I think you got really bummed out talking about Market Basket. You feel pretty strong about it, and you have a lot of energy for that, but now it's tired.
Maybe, but also like the edges of my vision are going dark, and I'm getting real sleepy. I think I'm passing away.
I don't think you're passing away.
I think these are my final moments. What should I do with them?
I guess the rest of the show.
Should I repent? Is like now the time?
If you believe in God.
I don't, but I feel like I have some things I should say I'm sorry about.
Okay, go.
I'm sorry for how I'm so bad at money.
You're not bad at money. We're just poor.
No, I'm bad at money.
No, it's mostly that we're poor. I did look up Tyler.
Oh.
It's interesting because it is like also spelled Tiler, but it is also spelled Tyler, is the name of the office of the outer guard of a Masonic lodge.
Yeah.
I don't really, this is nothing. This is paragraphs of nothing. It's like reading applesauce. Like it is so nothing.
I could have. So this is only the stuff that I could have told you. None of this is new.
No, none of it's.
This is explicitly in the Masonic context, which is the guy that stands outside the door. Some temples have it, some temples don't. Some temples it's a little bit different.
Oh, I found origins.
Yeah.
Okay, because it tells you fucking nothing. They're like, it's blah, 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 blah.
No, I mean, the original AI slop was this fraternity bullshit where it's just a bunch of meaningless words about secrecy and brotherhood and Joachim and the Temple of Solomon and the Cornerstone.
Fraternities really are the original AI
That's
slop.
garbage. It's all just stupid bullshit to give you an excuse to be connected with people you have otherwise nothing in common with.
Yeah.
Because the foundations of relationships are shared information and identity. So they have essentially abstracted that out into this isolated item that you can join of having like a secret or a membership or something like that you then share with these people. And that becomes the core of your social glue. I associate with these people because I am one of them. I have their secrets or their rituals or their thing. It's like, it's just a mechanical function of like, how do we make people become friends or like group together? Which is something that the boomers and older were better at than we are. Like,
yeah.
But a lot of it's horse shit like that. I think most fraternity, anything like that, ekes me out big time.
There's really cool stuff that did exist, like
the Moose Lodge.
The
is
Moose
not
Lodge
like
is what
that.
and I don't know if it is now. It used to be cool. Like these used to be spaces, they were community centers that weren't churches, although they were usually still fundamentally religious.
The Moose Lodge is secular explicitly, I think, and they also do charity
not
stuff.
think it is. I think that the Moose Lodge is Christian.
Are you sure? Do you think the Moose Lodge is Christian? I'm going to do the show from your camera.
This is
This
cute.
is cool, yeah.
My family was very much into the Moose Lodge, Loyal Order of the Moose. Also, it's funny. Like, it's funny to be the Moose Lodge.
Loyal Order of the Moose, founded and headquartered in Mooseheart, Illinois.
So fucking good. I don't know why my Southern California family was so into it. We had a branch. Well, I do know. There was a branch right next to my grandma's house, and it was very active. It's not so much now.
It was founded in Louisville, Kentucky.
I thought it was founded in Illinois.
No, I don't know.
It was founded in Louisville. This is crazy. It's crazy that it is a thing that I encountered fully Southern California.
Yeah, but local.
I have no idea what the deal is. They also have a history of racial discrimination. Big surprise.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is not to lift any of these things up on a pedestal. It's to say that there's definitely a place for these sorts of community organizations, and we need them. But because society is like bad and has really pushed individuality, yes, boomers were better at this, but they also kind of created the world that destroyed it for us.
Yeah, no, but it's explicitly just that adults making friends is hard. And having no shared common spaces and no things that you go to spend time with that are like just people in your community, in your area that you are in community with. There's nowhere to go and do that. And the boomers were better at intentionally forming those kinds of communities, like the Moose Lodge, the Elks Lodge, the Odd Fellows, the Masonic Lodge. There's loads of other ones. And there's loads of problems with all of those organizations and stuff. But I do think there is something at the core. I want to start like a critter lodge where it is kind of like how candle nights is like your personal pan holiday, non-denominational. I want it to be like a lodge where it's just like, I'm weird and I want to have friends.
Putting it on the record, not a cult.
Not a cult.
But like a summer camp you can go to.
No one's in charge.
Well, there will definitely be people in charge.
No one is in charge. There's like elected,
okay,
like democratically or volunteer, and like and everyone could vote him out. So if someone is like, I want to be in charge, and then they do a shit job, like co-op style.
That's right.
Something like that would be fun.
Yeah, I think that's something that should exist, and I would be happy to be a community organizer for that.
Ed Squared said all my favorite weirdos are from Louisville. Slint.
That's a band. I looked it up. You should come visit us. We're very close to Louisville.
We're pretty close to Louisville.
Mm-hmm. And Mason's like never been, basically. I've don't take
twice. Him there. Our digital darling Egg Queen in the chat says, I want to be in charge with a cute little hat, smiley face.
You can be elected to like Chaos Guardian or something.
Yeah, but we all know Elle would crush it, though.
No, Elle would crush it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I kind of don't want to let you do it because I know you'll take it really seriously, and I think you need to rest.
Yeah, hell, you do need to, but that would be part of it, though. It could be a sick jig. It could be a sick jig, a sweet gig. Want to see my sick jig? Does a backflip and like a little bit of tippy tapping on my tippy toes?
So I know that we're winding down the show a little bit.
Yeah, I want to talk about Fallout VR.
And let's talk about, before you talk about Fallout VR, I do want to talk about something that I think Matt Bliss definitely knew, but I didn't.
Oh, fuck it. Matt sent us some voicemails that I've been meaning to play.
Yeah, we'll have to do that tomorrow.
Oops.
We have voicemails from Matt. We have one from George. We got one from Ty. We got some stuff in the email. But you can vote every day for us to be America's favorite couple.
What?
I didn't realize that at all.
You can vote every day?
Yeah, we can be voting every day even. You can cast a vote every 24 hours.
Oh.
So, vote for us all the time until it's done.
You know, though, I mean, I don't want to get, I don't want to be too hopeful. It says like we're fourth in our group, but our group could be the 40,000.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we should be too hopeful or whatever. I just think we should like vaguely vote for ourselves.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think we're going to win.
Matt said, did everyone not know that? And yeah, no, I forgot. I did know that was how a lot of this contesting works, because that was how all the contests we ran in radio like this worked, like the fucking, listener's choice stuff.
Yeah.
You come and vote every day for your favorite establishment in the categories you care about kind of thing. And then at the end it gets tallied up. It really is like a social media reach contest.
Totally.
Though,
And we don't have that. And I don't think we're going to win. But if all of us have the ability, with a Facebook, if you have a Facebook account and you can just vote, I think it would be funny.
Have you seen the people that are first in our group?
No.
They seem really cool and nice. They're this couple that go around and do talks about workplace safety because the husband was in like a horrible accident.
Oh.
Yeah. And so like they go around and talk about like OSHA violations and safety.
That's
and like
great.
take that kind of stuff seriously. And like their story is wild. So also like that's cool.
I mean, maybe vote for them. I don't know.
No, definitely vote for us. Like,
okay. I'm
mean-
like, what are you doing here?
No, man, fuck them. No, I'm just kidding. They seem really great.
No, I mean, again, I don't think we're going to win, and I am fine if we don't, but I think it is funny.
And Squared said, I've been voting every morning. Oh, shit.
Aw, thank you so much.
That's very kind of you. If we do win this somehow unexpectedly, I will eat an article of clothing of your choice. Chat,
Yeah.
callers, anyone. Give me an article of clothing to eat, and I'll eat it. If
I'll
we
cook
win.
it up for him.
You cook it up? Mm-hmm. Well, how would you cook a hat?
What's the material it's made out of?
Like a fisherman's hat, like a bucket hat.
That says nothing about the material it's made out
Well,
of.
I don't know what it's hat material.
What are
Like
you talking
You know
about?
those floppy fisherman's hats, and they put
So like a
hooks in them?
canvas type hat.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Not rubber, not plastic. Wood's out.
The biggest thing is that I would probably try to pull apart the fibers so that it would be easier to eat.
Okay.
So I would kind of like, I was asking because if it was knit, that'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, so the thing about that is that cheating? Does it have to stay hat-shaped?
Why would it be cheating?
I don't know. Do you think you could cook a hat in a way that I would like eating it and have a
Yeah,
good time?
definitely.
Yeah? You think you could cook? Oh, we're going to have to do that for a video anyway, Bug. You're going to have to cook something small like a baby sock or like
Okay.
like a no-show sock and then cook it for me and I'll
Okay.
eat it and we'll see if you can
I'll make it
actually-
taste good. This is a thing. Sometimes when you're in speaking of Fallout, a survival situation, you got to eat your clothes and hats and stuff,
Really?
like your boots.
Wouldn't I just poop out strings like the cats do?
I think that it's different when you're talking about natural stuff like leather. I think you can kind of eat leather.
Well, leather's just, I hate to say this, but leather's just skin, Bug, and I eat skin all the time.
Yeah, I mean, we're all just skin at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you know what's not skin is plants, which is where fabric comes
Isn't
from.
it plant skin?
No.
And also a lot of the fabric we have is plastic.
Yeah, which comes also from, well, fossil fuels.
It's petroleum.
Which were plants at one point.
I guess.
Yeah.
At a certain point, it's aren't we all?
Do you know how that shit works? Do you know how, just this very basic level in a nutshell, this is a piece of knowledge I wish I had and I didn't know until this year. You dig up crude oil from the ground. It's this nasty fucking mix. And then you put it in this tower and you heat it the fuck up. And like the different levels of gas, like kerosene just comes out higher up and it like distills more pure higher up in the tower. Whoop, that's kerosene. Whoop, this is like gasoline. Like at the different heights of those big old towers, they're just sucking off different kinds of fuel that you get from basically heating up this crude oil. That's what refineries are doing. I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. it is a lot of shit. That is the refining. You got to do it. Are you going to talk about Fallout? You got 46 seconds.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk about refineries a different time because there's more to it. But like, isn't that cool? It's the same
cool as
shit. They
hell.
just heat it up and then different amounts of. Anyway, I've been live streaming Fallout 4 in VR. It's been a bit of a rough ride to get things started, but I've been having the time of my life wandering around the wasteland and causing havoc. I'm trying to figure out some more of the video stabilization stuff, but I'm just having a blast. And I wanted to let people know that I'm planning on doing it sort of as often as I can squeeze it in, because the headset only lasts for like an hour and a half. So I think at most I can typically probably stream just about an hour and a half of it. So I'm thinking about doing it tonight, but I also want y'all's brains on it. What would be a fun way to make the stream sort of more immersive and sort of have a story that grows and develops? I've just made it to Diamond City. I've got goals. I've got my eyes set on an iBot boyfriend. We've got a custom radio with Colin. I don't know, I just want help. I want some feedback.
It's pretty great if you haven't seen it, watching Mason bumble around in VR.
But there's a lot of shake on the screen that I'm working on getting rid of. And if I can get rid of that, I really think I have something fun on my hands, because I have not had this much fun playing a video game since I was a kid. I'm just absolutely having a blast. So check it out. It's a series I'm starting called It's a Long Walk to Diamond City, and it's right here on Twitch, and it's also going to end up on our YouTube. I hope you had a great morning. I kind of tripped over the end here. Ow, bug, I scraped my knee on the hard pavement outside the end of the show.
It's okay. I'll kiss it better.
Oh, no, you'll have to kiss it better right now.
Okay, I will.
Oh, yay, it's so much better. Thank you. I love you, Bug.
I love you too, Moss.
This is Bug and Moss.
Yahoo!